What exactly is the stock market? Imagine your friend just walk up to you and said, I just made 2 million naira. And you ask, doing what? And he replied, I bought part of a company. That sounds crazy, right? How can someone buy part of a company without being the owner or sitting in the CEO's office? That's exactly what stock market is. Let me break it down for you. Imagine there's a woman named Sarah. She owns a small bakery. At first, she owns one shop, but people love her bread. Soon, customers are lining up outside every morning. Sarah wants to open 10 more branches across the country, but there's just one major problem. She needs a lot of money. She could borrow from a bank, she could ask one rich investor, or she could invite thousands of people to own a tiny piece of her company. That's what many companies do. Instead of saying, give us a loan, they say, buy a tiny piece of our business. If it grows, you grow with us. Each tiny piece is called a share. If Sarah divides her company into 1 million shares and you buy 1,000 of them, congratulations, you just own a tiny piece of her bakery. You won't be deciding what kind of bread they bake the next day, but you are now one of the owner. Now imagine the bakery becomes famous. It expands across Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, and even other parts of Africa. Most people want to own part of the company, but Sarah isn't selling anymore. So what happens? People start buying and selling those shares among themselves. Someone who bought early says, I bought this years ago, but I will sell if you pay more. And the other person agrees. That is exactly what happens every day in the stock market. Think of it like a big marketplace. Instead of buying clothes, shoes, people are buying tiny pieces of companies. Now here is where it gets more interesting. Let's say you bought one share for 1,000 naira. A year later, the company becomes much more valuable and people are willing to pay 1,500. If you agree to sell it, you made 500 naira in profit. Not because you built a bakery, not because you worked there, but because the company become more valuable and your own piece become more valuable with it. Of course, the opposite can happen. If the company starts losing money, customers leave, or investors lose confidence, fewer people will want to own shares of that company. The price can fall. That your 1,000 naira could be worth 700. That's why investing always involves risks. So what exactly is a stock market? It's simply a place where people buy and sell ownerships in companies. Some people invest because they believe those companies will grow over many years. Others buy and sell frequently, hoping for price changes. What is called the stock market isn't magic. It isn't just numbers moving on screen. It's millions of people deciding every day what they think companies are worth. The next time you hear someone say Apple is worth trillion or Tesla stock went up, you will know they are talking about this tiny piece changing hand in one of the world's biggest markets. And that is in the stock market. Make sure you follow for more if you're interested in breakdowns like this.